Hello. What are they cooking? I think I like this. Fix it later. Dang it. There's a creeper in a boat. I trapped it. Put them to despawn. Oh, did I make a slime farm? I don't remember. I think I did. Ah, yes. Alright, let's see.
There's quite a large quantity of people watching this video right now who do their smelting a little bit like this. They've just got some furnaces that are kind of dotted around inside their base, and then they open it up, they chuck in some coal, and they're like, oh, I need some smooth stone, so I'll place that in there, and I need a little bit of glass, so maybe just a tiny bit of coal and a tiny bit of sand. You guys get the idea. Nothing is automated, everything is done manually. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more advanced, you might have something that looks a tiny bit like this. We've got our furnaces, once again, exactly the same situation, but now you can place in all of your items up at the top, and you can place tons of items in, and they all flow into the two furnaces. And then we can also place in boatloads of coal in this area right here, and they will also flow into the furnaces, and then any items that are smelted will flow out through these hoppers and down into this bottom chest. It's a tiny bit more advanced, but things can definitely improve. So this rather boring looking line of furnaces right here is going to be transformed into a super fast super smeltums. Then we're going to get the input chest for the item down there, and one running off in this direction, and that's all thanks to these hopper minecarts. So if I dump in a bunch of coal into this large chest, first off, you'll see how fast the items actually get removed, but also you can see that we have coal there, coal going through there, we've got coal going through there, and coal going through there as well, feeding into all of our different systems. So if this thing works correctly, which by the look of things it does, we should have 14, that's 28 times 2, which means we've got 56 furnaces active all at once. 50.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. I am going to be showing you how to build a super simple kelp farm, something that's easy to build and set up. And to do so, I'm just going to walk you through the testing and design process of how I came up with this farm design and figured some things out about it, because then you'll have all the tools you need to build your own farm, as the design is very, very flexible. Now, the first thing I wanted to find out was how far up does the kelp
TJ to J Studios. I love you too, Timmo. Taking screenshots. Should put a bunch of them sitting somewhere.
that no kelp will grow more than 24 blocks. However, there is something very interesting about this. If we go and break the kelp and start growing,
is a great way to get around quickly, as each block travelled in the Nether is the equivalent to 8 blocks travelled in the overworld. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to link up Nether portals so you guys can make your own Nether portal networks in your world. Buckle in, folks, because the process to do this is fairly involved. It involves a lot of maths, so be sure to pay close attention, and hopefully I do a good enough job of explaining the process as clearly as possible. If you guys enjoy this tutorial or find it useful, be sure to leave a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future Minecraft videos. But without further ado, let's get into this. Alrighty, folks, so here we are in game. I've got a little bit of a thing set up here to try and explain this as clearly as I possibly can. We've got our main Nether portal right here, making noises all the way. And as you can see, each of these lines represent 8 blocks. So as you can see, if we just keep going along, we've got 16, 24, 32, and it goes all the way up to 160. But check this out, at this line here, this black line here, 128 blocks, new portals will generate from 128 blocks away from the main portal in the overworld. But anyways, this black line indicates where new portals will start generating. So as you can see, I've done a bunch of test runs with this, and as you can see, there's a bunch of portals here that I've gone ahead and dismantled, and as you can see, they are all past the black line. Now, of course, this grey area is just to signify that, oh hey, new portals can indeed generate here. So hopefully that is as clear as I have tried to make it clear. I'm great at speaking, but anyways, what we're now going to do is we're going to go into the Nether and we're going to have a quick look to see what is going on over here. Alrighty guys, so similar to the overworld, I have another demonstration thingy set up here. This is the main portal, the one which we just came out of, and just to reiterate this point, each block in the Nether is 8 blocks travelled in the overworld. So for example, this block here would be 8 blocks, and then we just carry on 16, 24, 32, all the way up to this black line, which is 128. Now, if you were to go ahead and do a little bit of maths, you'll know that 128 divided by 8 is 16, which means for a new portal to generate in the overworld, the second portal in the Nether must be 16 or more blocks away from your main portal in the Nether. Hopefully that makes sense. So this block is 16 away from that thing there. So for example, if I was to go through this, what you guys are going to notice is a brand new portal is going to be generated in the overworld. And there we go, it's been generated past the black line and next to all of these other adaptive portals. So just to go ahead and show you guys though, if I was to go ahead and build a portal 1 block closer, what will wind up happening is we'll wind up going back to the main portal in the overworld. So let's just go ahead and use this white section here, okay, as a bit of an example. So let's just get this all popped in, let's get that lit on fire, and then we go through here, and what you guys are going to notice is, oh hey, it's not generated a new portal. The portals are over there, but we're now back at the main one. So yeah, the portals need to be 16 or more blocks away for new ones to generate. Alrighty guys, so I figured probably the easiest way of showing you guys how to link up a new Nether portal is by doing this on a step-by-step basis. So let's go and get into this, shall we? So, step 1. You need to go ahead and take down the coordinates of your main portal. So this is going to be our main portal. So let's say this is just 0, 0. And then what we need to do is we need to take down the coordinates of the place in the overworld that you want to link up. So let's go way over here to my little iron golem killing experiment from my Python's Rod series. And all we're going to do is we're going to go on top of here and we're going to take down the coordinates. So it's going to be x 160 and then z, which is the final number there, negative 200. And now all we need to do is we need to go back to our main portal, and then we need to figure out in which direction the new portal is going to be in relation from your main portal. So let's go back over here, let's stand on top of it. So 0, 0. So 160 is positive 160, so we're looking towards positive x. So there we go, there's positive x. We're looking on the second chunk of text on the left there, and it's going to be the middle one saying facing. That facing line is going to be very useful for you guys in the Nether and also in the overworld when it comes to linking up portals. And then we've got negative 200 as our z coordinates, so let's go ahead and look at negative z, and as you can see, we are looking in a northeastern direction. So we've got to keep that in mind when we wind up calculating some stuff a little bit later. So towards positive x, towards negative z in this case. Okay, so step 2 is you need to go ahead and calculate the differences between the 2 x coordinates you noted down and the 2 Z coordinates you noted down as well. So in this case, because we're working with pretty easy numbers, the difference between the two X coordinates is 160, and the difference between the two Z coordinates is 200, albeit it is negative 200, because of course the coordinates we noted down was 160 and negative 260, and you need to bear in mind the negatives. Okay, so step 3 is you need to go ahead and divide the two differences you just worked out by 8. The reason you do this is because, as mentioned before, each block travelled in the nether is 8 blocks travelled in the overworld. Alrighty go. So step 4 is you need to put down the coordinates of your main nether portal in the nether itself, and then add or subtract the numbers you just worked out when you divided the differences by 8. So again, we're looking towards positive X and then negative Z. And what we need to do from our calculations is we need to go ahead 20 blocks in the positive X direction and then negative 25 blocks in the northern direction. So here we go. Let's go ahead and count 20 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. So this block is 20th. Alrighty guys, so we've calculated 20 blocks in the eastern towards positive X direction, and now what we need to do is we need to subtract 25 from 2 for our Z coordinate towards negative Z. So 2 minus 25 is going to be negative 23, so we need to go to negative 23 on the Z coordinate. So here we go, there's negative 23, and all we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is set up our brand new portal right here. And now, if we go through this portal back into the overworld, we should wind up right next to that totem that I set up for...
Take the headphones off, and I want you to go do dishes.
16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20 portals. And then we've got negative 200 as our Z coordinate, so let's go ahead and look at negative Z, and as you can see we are looking in a northeastern direction, so we've got to keep that in mind when we wind up. And all we're going to do is we're going to get on top of here and we're going to take down the coordinates. So it's going to be X 160 and then Z, which is the final number there, negative 200. And now all we need to do is we need to go back to our main portal, and then we need to figure out in which direction the new portal is going to be in relation from your main portal. So let's go back over here, let's stand on top of here. So 0, 0. So 160 is positive 160, so we're looking towards positive X. So there we go, there's positive X. We're looking at the second chunk of text on the left there, and it's going to be the middle one saying facing. That facing line is going to be very, very important for you guys in the nether and also in the overworld.